Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing great. Happy Saturday. We have 15 matchups on this MLB slate today, so be sure to like and subscribe. Check out all my links in the description below. And if you guys like betting on MLB player props, you already know, go ahead and sign up with Parlay Play. Get free entries when you guys sign up, so go ahead and hop in there and get some nice wins. And yeah, it looks like we only have baseball today. No NHL or NBA today at all. So just some baseball. So let's go ahead and enjoy it. 15 matchups, starting with the Arizona Diamondbacks versus the St. Louis Cardinals. Cardinals opening up as home favorites at minus 175. Arizona plus 145 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Diamondbacks is Merrill Kelly with an ERA of 1.69. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Cardinals is Miles Mikolas with an ERA of 1.21. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Arizona did beat up on St. Louis yesterday, 6-2. They've both split a game in this series so far. Arizona 3-1 in their last 4, playing actually pretty decent. They are just 1-6 on the road against St. Louis, where they have struggled. I like the Cardinals coming off that loss yesterday. I do like Mikolas on the mound. I'm rolling with the Cardinals at home. Next matchup, we have the Houston Astros versus the Toronto Blue Jays. Toronto opening up as home favorites at minus 130. Houston plus 110 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Astros is Luis Garcia with an ERA of 4.60. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the Blue Jays is Jose Barrios with an ERA of 4.91. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Houston on a 4-game winning streak right now, coming off an 11-7 win over Toronto yesterday. They're 13-7 against Toronto, 4-1 on the road against Toronto. Not much of a pitching advantage here. A lot of momentum with Houston playing very well in the last few games. I'm going to take the Astros plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Los Angeles Angels versus the Chicago White Sox. White Sox opening up as home favorites at minus 115. The Angels minus 105 with the over-under at 9. Pitching for the Angels is Jose Suarez with an ERA of 5.54. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for the White Sox is Vince Velasquez with an ERA of 6.75. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. LA did beat Chicago 5-1 yesterday. They're on a 6-game winning streak. White Sox 1-9 in their last 10. They're playing horrible. Angels 8-2 on the road against the White Sox. Yeah, I like the Angels here, being the underdog on a nice win streak. White Sox, they've just been playing so bad. We're going to take the Angels plus 1.5 on the road. Next matchup, we have the Washington Nationals versus the San Francisco Giants. Giants opening up as home favorites at minus 260. Washington plus 210 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for Washington is Joan Adon with an ERA of 6.98. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 5 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Giants is Logan Webb with an ERA of 2.96. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Yeah, Washington, they beat the Giants 14-4 yesterday. I mean, they're 2-8 in their last 10. That's their first win in over 10 days. It was just a crazy hitting day for them. They, had a great day. Giants on a 2-game losing streak. Washington is 1-6 against San Francisco. I love San Francisco to bounce back here. Just one of those games where a team just couldn't hit and gave up a lot of runs. That's exactly what happened yesterday. I like Giants at home. Next matchup, we have the Cleveland Guardians versus the Oakland Athletics. Cleveland opening up as road favorites at -158. Oakland plus 148 with the over-under at 6.5. Pitching for the Guardians is Shane Bieber with an ERA of 3.22. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 6 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is Cole Irvin with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Cleveland did win yesterday's matchup 9-8 against Oakland. But Cleveland, they have struggled. They're just 1-7 in their last 8 where they've struggled. That was their first win in a while. They're 4-11 against Oakland. I like Oakland plus 1.5 at home. Kind of a high price to pay for the Guardians with how close that game was and with how bad they've been in the last 2 weeks. I'm going to take Oakland plus 1.5 at home. Next matchup, we have the Minnesota Twins versus the Tampa Bay Rays. The Rays opening up as home favorites at -170. Minnesota plus 150 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Twins is Chris Archer with an ERA of 3.18. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rays is Shane McClanahan with an ERA of 2.45. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 7 strikeouts. Minnesota did lose 6-1 yesterday to Tampa. 7-1 in their last 8. I mean, they were on a 6-game win streak. Thought they would get it done. Tampa on a 3-game winning streak, looking pretty well these last couple games. Tough matchup because we saw Minnesota. They just didn't show up yesterday. Couldn't cover at all, and I don't know. That kind of makes me nervous here. I'm gonna take the Rays at home here. Looked good yesterday. Maybe Minnesota goes on a little losing streak here. I don't know. But I'm going to take the Rays at home. Next matchup, we have the Seattle Mariners versus the Miami Marlins. Both teams in a pick'em scenario at -110 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Mariners is Robbie Ray with an ERA of 3.91. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Marlins is Jesus Luzardo with an ERA of 3.77. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 8 strikeouts. Seattle on a 3-game losing streak, losing yesterday's matchup 6-8 against Miami. Miami on a 6-game winning streak, playing pretty well during the stretch they're on. Seattle 1-5 on the road against Miami where they've struggled. Looks like Miami is the underdog here. I'm going to take Miami plus 1.5 at home. Looked really good yesterday on a nice winning streak. We'll take the Marlins plus 1.5. Next matchup, we have the San Diego Padres versus the Pittsburgh Pirates. Padres opening up as road favorites at -163. Pittsburgh plus 153 with the over-under at 7. Pitching for the Padres is Sean Manaea with an ERA of 3.47. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 6 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for the Pirates is JT Brubaker with an ERA of 6.46. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 4 strikeouts. Padres on a 4-game winning streak, did beat the Pirates 7-3 in yesterday's matchup. Pirates on a 4-game losing streak. Pirates 1-4 at home. Yeah, I like Manaea on the mound. Coming off a rough start on the mound. I think he has a nice day here. I'm going to take the Padres on the road. Next matchup, we have the Atlanta Braves versus the Texas Rangers. Braves opening up as slight road favorites at -115. Texas -105 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Braves is Bryce Elder with an ERA of 4.30. His last start, he pitched 4 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Rangers is Dane Dunning with an ERA of 4.91. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Yeah, Atlanta did beat Texas yesterday 6-3. Rangers on a 4-game losing streak. They've been struggling big time. 1-7 in their last 8 at home, where they've just not looked good at home. Not much value in this game here, and Braves looked pretty good yesterday. I'm going to take the Braves on the road. Next matchup, we have the Boston Red Sox versus the Baltimore Orioles. Red Sox opening up as road favorites at -160. Baltimore +150 with the over-under at 8.5. Pitching for the Red Sox is Nathan Eovaldi with an ERA of 3.32. His last start, he pitched 7 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 5 strikeouts. Pitching for Oakland is Spencer Watkins with an ERA of 2.77. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Boston did win 3-1 yesterday against the Orioles. Orioles on a 5-game losing streak right now. Boston 14-3 against Baltimore. They've been pretty dominant against them. Yeah, I like the Red Sox on the road. Looked good yesterday. They've been dominant against the Orioles. I'm taking the Red Sox on the road. Next matchup, we have the Chicago Cubs versus the Milwaukee Brewers. Brewers opening up as home favorites at -160. The Cubs +150 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Cubs is Justin Steele with an ERA of 5.40. His last start, he pitched 3 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 2 strikeouts. Pitching for the Brewers is Eric Lauer with an ERA of 2.20. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 13 strikeouts. Yeah, Cubs, they got killed yesterday 11-1 against the Brewers on a 2-game losing streak. Brewers on a 4-game winning streak here, 6-1 in their last 7, playing very well. Cubs 2-5 on the road. Milwaukee 5-1 at home, where they've been pretty solid. Yeah, I like the Brewers. Had a great day yesterday. Do like Lauer on the mound. I'm taking the Brewers at home. Next matchup, we have the New York Yankees versus the Kansas City Royals. Yankees opening up as road favorites at -206. The Royals +168 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Yankees is Garrett Cole with an ERA of 4.0. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 9 strikeouts. Pitching for the Royals is Carlos Hernandez with an ERA of 6.43. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Yankees looked good yesterday, won 12-2. They are on a 7-game winning streak, playing great baseball. Yeah, Kansas City, they've been struggling a bit. Just 2-6 in their last 8. Yankees on a nice winning streak, 5-1 against the Royals, where they've been playing very well. Garrett Cole coming off a great game, probably his best game of the season in his last start. I'm rolling with the Yankees on the road. Next matchup, we have the Philadelphia Phillies versus the New York Mets. Mets opening up as home favorites at -125. The Phillies +105 with the over-under at 7.5. Pitching for the Phillies is Kyle Gibson with an ERA of 3.47. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 2 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Pitching for the Mets is Taijuan Walker with an ERA of 0. His last start, he pitched 2 innings, gave up 0 runs, and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Phillies lost yesterday's matchup 3-0. Wasn't a good day for the Phillies. Mets 4-1 in their last 5, playing pretty well. Phillies 2-8 on the road where they've struggled. Mets 5-1 at home where they've been solid. Yeah, I like the Mets at home. Coming off an really great shutout game yesterday. I'm taking the Mets at home. Next matchup, we have the Cincinnati Reds versus the Colorado Rockies. Rockies opening up as home favorites at -154. The Reds +135 with the over-under at 11. Pitching for the Reds is Connor Overton with an ERA of 0. Looks like Overton is making his first start of the season. Pitching for the Rockies is Chad Kuhl with an ERA of 1.10. His last start, he pitched 6 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 4 strikeouts. Yeah, Cincinnati lost 10-4 yesterday against Colorado. I mean, they're horrible. 1-13 in their last 14 against the National League. 1-15 in their last 16. I mean, they pretty much are like the worst team in baseball. They're playing absolutely horrible. 0-8 on the road. Simply cannot be trusted. Starting a pitcher that's making his debut. And Chad Kuhl, he's been phenomenal on the mound for the Rockies. I'm taking Colorado at home. Then the last matchup, we have the Detroit Tigers versus the Los Angeles Dodgers. Dodgers opening up as home favorites at -340. Detroit +280 with the over-under at 8. Pitching for the Tigers is Bo Brieske with an ERA of 5.40. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 3 runs, and had 3 strikeouts. Pitching for the Dodgers is Clayton Kershaw with an ERA of 2.65. His last start, he pitched 5 innings, gave up 1 run, and had 3 strikeouts. Detroit on a 6-game losing streak, losing to the Dodgers yesterday 5-1. Yeah, Detroit 0-5 on the road where they've struggled. Dodgers 8-1 at home. Finally getting a win after, back-to-back losses against Arizona. Love Kershaw on the mound here. Rolling with the Dodgers at home. And that's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Saturday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Sunday. Have a good one.